Hola y buenos días. Me llamo Roberto Morris y soy el maestro de español. ¿Cómo están ustedes hoy? Today, we'll be taking the evaluation for the unit called ¿Dónde vives? Now, if you've not yet studied this material, this will be a pre-test for you. We want to know how you do at guessing, so we ask you to do the best that you can. If you've already finished studying this material, you'll be taking this as a post-test. We give you this test at the end of the unit to see how well you remember the things that you've studied. Either way, just try to relax and trust in your ability, and you'll all do fine. Now, if I could give you some tips before we start, remember to look at the answers that you sure you know and mark through the answers that you've used so that you'll be sure not to use the same answer twice. Please don't look around at other people's answers. We want to know how you're doing, not anyone else around you, okay? We'll see how they're doing according to their tests. Well, let's start by looking at the evaluation form. Please write your name and your teacher's name right up here, okay? Go ahead and write your name in Spanish if you want to. Also, be sure to circle either the word pre-test here or post-test so that we'll know that this is the test that you're taking either before or after you've studied the material. Okay? Well, let's go ahead and get started for numbers 1 through 8. You see that? Select the name of each of the cardinal and intermediate directions around here from the answer key and write the letter of your response next to the corresponding number. Let's go ahead and start with number 1. Identify this direction, choose your response from the answer key, and write the letter of your response next to number 1. Let's continue now with number 2. Over into this direction, choose your response from the answer key and write the letter of your response next to number 2. And now number 3. Over to this direction, find your answer in the answer key, write the letter of your response next to number 3. Let's continue now with number 4. In this direction, choose your response from the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 4. And now, number 5. Coming down in this direction, what would you call that? Choose your response from the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 5. And now number 6. Coming in this direction, what would you call this? Choose your answer from the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 6. And now let's look at number 7. This direction, what would you call this? Find your response in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 7. And finally now, number 8. Number 8, this direction. See if you can find the name of that direction in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 8. Let's go ahead and look now at the next page. Okay? Okay, here you go. Now, oh look, here's the sun. And here are the planets. Okay? Okay, now on these, you're going to have to write the name of the planet from the key on the blank. Okay, now don't forget to write the accent marks where they belong. Let's go ahead and begin with number 9, this planet here. Find the name of that planet in here. Write your response next to number 9. Let's go ahead and look now at number 10. This first one right here, number 10. Find the name of that planet in the key. Copy the name of that planet next to number 10. Now let's look at number 11. This planet here. Find the name of that planet in the key and write the name of that planet next to number 11. And finally, number 12. Now to find number 12, we're going to have to keep going and keep going, keep going, keep going, to right down here. See if you can find the name of that planet in the key and copy the name of that planet next to number 12. Muy bien. Now, let's go ahead and turn to the last page of the test. This one here. Okay, here you see a bunch of pictures or icons. Use the answers from the answer key, okay, to decide what each picture represents. Then write the letter of your response next to the corresponding number, okay? Let's go ahead and get started with number 13. Find the name for this one in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 13. Okay, let's continue now with number 14. See if you can figure out what that's called. Find your response in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 14. Let's go ahead and look now at number 15. Find your response to number 15 in the answer key and write your answer next to number 15. We'll continue now with number 16. Number 16. See if you can find what that's called in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 16. Number 17. What does that mean? See if you can find your answer in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 17. Okay, we'll look at number 18 now. See if you can find what that's called in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 18. Number 19. There you go. See if you can find what that is called in Spanish. Write the letter of your response next to number 19. And finally, number 20. Hopefully you only have one answer left, and it is the answer for this one, which you are going to write next to number 20. Okay, now I think you're ready for the extra credit question. Yeah, the extra credit question. Oh, this is kind of a tough one. How do you say moon in Spanish? How do you say moon in Spanish? And it might help you to think of Moon Day or Monday. Muy bien, that's it. Go ahead and please turn your evaluation into your teacher. How did it go? Did you recognize most of the words? Did you use your test-taking skills? There are a lot of cognates. Did those help? Well, I guess we'll see, won't we? Well, if you did the best that you honestly could, that's all that I can ask for. Now, if you're taking this evaluation as a pre-test, your next class will be the first lesson of the unit called Donde Vives. If this was a post-test for you, you'll go on now to Unit 9. Teachers, I'd like to remind you that if you want the students to take the pre-test for Unit 9, you may want to get those materials reproduced. For those of you who'd like to grade your test now, I'm going to go ahead and go over the answers. If you'd prefer to grade the tests on your own, the answer key for the evaluation is found in the Learning Partner Guidelines immediately after the evaluation. Now, if you want to put me on hold or pause me while you get ready to grade the test, please do so now. Now, for those of you who wish to, let's go ahead and go over the test. Here we go, starting off with these cardinal and intermediate directions. Number 1 is going to be norte, letter A. Number 2 is between north and east, norte and este. That will be noreste, letter E. Number 3 is going to be going towards the este, which is letter C. Number 4 is going towards the sur-este, which is letter F. Number 4 is letter F. Number 5 is going straight down towards the sur, which is letter B. Number 5 is letter B. Number 6 is headed towards the sur-oeste, which is letter H. Suroeste. Number 6 is letter H. Number 7 is going towards the oeste, which is letter D. 7 is letter D. And let's see, can you see there? Number 8 is going towards the norte and oeste, which is the noroeste. We only have one left. It's letter G. So there are your answers for numbers 1 through 8. Let's go ahead and look at the second page now. Okay. Now, the order was kind of strange, so this was tough. This first one is our planet where we live. It's called La Tierra. So number 9 is La Tierra. Okay. Number 10 is this first planet here, right? It is Mercurio. 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 Okay. The next one is this large planet here. That's the biggest planet, and that's called Júpiter. Now remember, I told you to make sure that you copy down the accent marks. Júpiter. Okay, and the last one, if we look way down there, that's the last planet S, Plutón. Number 12 is Plutón. And again, this one has an accent, so don't forget to write that accent on there. So there are your answers for numbers 9 through 12. Let's go ahead and look at the last page now. Okay. Let's see if we can identify these pictures, these icons. This first one is a star, or estrella. Estrella is letter C. So number 13 is letter C. This one, this is the outline of Arizona, es un estado. Estado is letter B. Estado. Number 14 is letter B. This next one has a lot of big buildings. It is a ciudad, letter H. 15 is letter H. And number 16, we might be able to identify it, but I don't see any of the answers here except for planeta. This is a planeta, letter F. So number 16 is letter F. Now we come to the ordinal numbers, okay? This one, primero. Primero is letter E. Primero. Okay. Segundo. Segundo is letter A. 18 is letter A. 19. Tercero. Tercero is letter D. Letter D. And finally, this one is cuarto. Letter G. 20 is letter G. So there are your answers for 13 through 20. And let's look at the extra credit question down here. How do you say moon in Spanish? Well, you remember I gave you the hint. I said Monday or moon day. In Spanish, that is lunes. And I said that comes from the Spanish word for moon, which is luna. Luna. And in Spanish, the honeymoon is called the luna de miel, or the moon of honey. Yeah, so they use the same kind of terms as we do. Muchas gracias to all of you. Thank you for being with me. I hope you all did well on the test, and I look forward to seeing you next class. Until I do, adiós y hasta luego.